Just for the record, smoking is about compulsion, impulse, reward, desire. Value systems. You need money to smoke, although you can grow tobacco in your own backyard in this country, tax free. I don't know anything about the curing process. That's it. I can't write about it because, one, I have no desk and my posture needs attention, and it's not going to get better hunched over fucking typing 15 inches lower down in level than I really need to type to correct my posture, although no doubt some other way could be right to get sharp or walk on or like that. I'm not knocking anything, I'm not criticising anything, even though it might appear so. If it appears so, then I suggest you check yourself out. I'm nowhere to place any written documents in that. Anywhere I go as a vested interest, even if it's only the fucking advertisers, they've got to please to keep themselves in cigarettes, or they have some agenda for one reason or another, whatever it is. There will be one. I haven't got the means to buy my own space. I'm not interested in clouding it at this point, because that way again I'll have to set up a cloud, and I'd still have to join something, because I'd have to join the cloud group or something. There's no point in just doing it on my own text editor, because my computer's getting hacked. Because I've got Ubuntu on, and whilst the Ubuntu communities have no complaints whatsoever, my computer's open as a consequence of being part of the Ubuntu community, and there are those within it who are abusing it. As far as I can tell, it's an accusation, Anthony, that you shouldn't have made. I'd forgive myself that I allowed myself to accuse the Ubuntu community of abuse itself. Don't know enough about the self-forgiveness process to tell you the results there. The results are in. Yeah, I'm working from another channel at the moment. That's not to say I'm denying my name's Mr. AnthonyWilson, because it is. My parents gave it to me when I came out of my mother's vagina, down the birth canal, out of her womb. How I got in there, I possibly was in there, half the egg shades, and my father's sperm swam up there and joined the egg to create me as this body. I'm not processed enough yet to be able to state whether myself as a being is inherently the body itself and nothing else, or whether I am integrated into the body as a life from elsewhere that might or might not have existed prior to my father's sperm joining my mother's egg in my mother's womb before I came down her birth canal and out of her vagina into the world, where I was given the name Anthony Jeffrey Wilson by my parents. I'm working from another channel. That is not to say that I am denying my name is Mr. Anthony Jeffrey Wilson. I do not have any issues with the name, though I do know I can call myself anything I choose to, and it be legal, and it be who I am, though there are personality considerations to consider when one is working under different names. I have found this to be true, and therefore needs to be considered if one does such a thing. perhaps, maybe, who knows, so to speak. Collecting some words there. Normally when I collect things I have a fire. I won't be having a fire, I don't think. I might be having. Good time, that's for sure. Hot water with sugar in it. It's best putting salt in actually for that sort of thing. When you put sugar in it, it's best to swallow it about best. Not necessarily having hot water with sugar shortly. I'm used to drinking coffee with sugar in at this point. With a cigarette. I've got one cigarette left. It's called Temptation Itself. We'll be selling it into a piece of artwork that will be on sale for £150,000. I'll sign it if I have to. I will come and install it thrice a year wherever it is installed for 7 years if necessary, although I will be willing to negotiate the installation part of the piece. For instance, I can install it once and we'll call it $1 million. I can install it twice and call it $500,000. So right up to, I'll install it 3 times a year for 7 years and call it £150,000 each visit. So that's like 3 times a year, that's £450,000 times, that's 2.5 million, that's cool, yeah. 7 years, 3 times a year, £150,000 a visit, paid in advance, though I will not be able to access the money in advance. The money must be in the account in advance, and so that it is paid for before we transact this transaction. Or I can just come and install it once and it will cost 1 million, twice, etc, etc. You do the maths, I can't be bothered. I am an artist, not a mathematician. Arithmetic actually, that Anthony, not maths. Anthony. There is going to be a short video, a micro vlog, containing the words I spoke in the intro about something or other. Smoking. Smoking is when one inhales smoke voluntarily. Is smoking when one inhales chemtrails involuntarily? Apparently so, according to the bigwigs in town. Although what do the bigwigs know? The bigwigs only protect the system, and they will never admit they're wrong. They never have admitted they're wrong. They have locked people up and killed people in the name of law and order to prove themselves right, even when they knew they were wrong all along. That is bigwigism. No thank you. We will have no more of that. It stops now. Anything that cannot stops in mid-sentence. Interesting. That wasn't a mantra, that wasn't. That's it. Thank you. It's been Lidkoff Pohona Skara.